Savannah, good morning. Alexander Smirnov appeared yesterday in a Las Vegas federal court to face charges over allegedly lying to the FBI, particularly about claiming that Joe Biden accepted bribes to benefit Hunter's businesses. Now, it's a claim that's central to the impeachment probe and one often repeated by Republicans. But the bombshell came when David Weiss, that same special counsel who has charged Hunter Biden, alleged that Smirnov lied and that he admitted to working with Russian intelligence officials involved in passing on a story about Hunter Biden.
Trial, and special counsel Weiss says that he's concerned that Smirnov was actually using Russian intelligence contacts to try to peddle lies about Joe Biden leading up to this year's presidential election. Harris?
Do they have evidence?
Well, the FBI is the one that has to answer the question, because the FBI, as I said, proved that they hired him and they kept him on for 10 years. They paid him over $100,000, six figures. We don't have the exact number, Harris, but he was a known informant, a trusted informant for so long. So that's where the question goes to the FBI, and that's what Republicans ultimately are asking. They said, listen, if you have problems with this informant, why was he on the payroll so long?
Joe Biden has never had any involvement or any direct or indirect financial interest in those activities. None. Do you take that at face value, Jessica?
Yeah, you shouldn't go before a committee and tell lies, and I don't expect that James Biden is doing that. I don't know why Jim Comer and Jim Jordan thought that perhaps it was going to be Joe Biden's brother that brought him down. But this is the path that they've chosen to take. And honestly, I'm surprised that they have this high of a threshold for humiliation. Every witness that they have called has decimated their arguments, from Devin Archer to Peter Schwerin to Marvin Yon. And then we have the guy behind the Holy Grail document, the 1023, Alexander Smirnov, who's found that he had lied, right, about the charges, the $5 million that went to both of them. And then it gets even better. Not only did he lie, he was lying because the Russians were feeding him the disinformation. It's so embarrassing. I think Jamie Raskin was spot on when he said that this impeachment inquiry really ended yesterday when we found out that we have a Russian asset that was foundational to this impeachment inquiry. And Jim Comer and Jim Jordan should maybe try doing something for their constituents and let this go, because it's going nowhere.
Back on that a little bit, Jessica, with Sean here, because, you know, whether this is legal or not, we don't know yet, of course. That's what the Oversight Committee is trying to get to.
Push back a little bit on what you said. You said that everybody who's testified before the committee has said Joe Biden didn't have any involvement in this. Tony Bobulinski testified before the committee and said the only reason any of these international business transactions took place, with tens of millions of dollars flowing directly to the Biden family, was because Joe Biden was in high office. The Biden family business was Joe Biden, period. What do you say?
Well, I say that the Senate themselves, including Senate Republicans, have not found Tony Bobulinski to be credible. So he gives a great cable news interview. I understand it's very compelling for people who want to believe that Joe Biden is actually a Gotti, a mob boss. But he doesn't have a ton of credibility. The people who do have credibility, like Devin Archer, for instance, have completely blown a hole through that argument. He's talked about the phone calls. He's talked about the money. Peter Schwerin handled the books. And if you want to talk about loans, we'll see if there was documentation. I don't know a lot of family members who say, I'll lend you some money. We got to get a good interest rate on this, make sure that I'm paid back in time. And he did pay him back almost immediately also. It's like we're going to hear about Hunter Biden's loan for a car that he paid back. What we're really coming down to is that we're going to be discussing the difference between blowing lines of cocaine or sawdust. This is a waste of the American people's time and our dollars to be doing this, and Republicans will be punished for it.
Jessica, rich brothers don't borrow money from poor brothers. This whole thing reeks, and I hope that we get all the information. If Joe Biden's clean, as an American, I want to know that. But I do think we have to do a deep dive into what's happening here inside the Biden administration.
Yeah, and Sean, this did not all center around Smirnov's testimony. I just want to make that point as well.
No, but
Sean,
it was
Jessica,
foundational.
We gotta go. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.